There we go. It's all good. Yeah, okay. Well, I want to get a TM for Gramble. I guess I need to heal him. So we're gonna go do that. I really hope I don't have to do this 4 times just to get the 1 TM I want. I forgot how cool the Under Colosseum kind of looks. It kind of gives off that, like the future Tokyo type of look that you see in like something like Blade Runner. Or something like that. Well, they're level 55. So this shouldn't be too bad. Oh yeah. This will probably go pretty quickly. Maybe. What did... Oh yeah, fake out, that's right. I figured it wasn't gonna be enough. Oh, for more EXP, I guess. Make my Pokemon stronger. Let's just go turn, I guess. What are you doing? Being silly. Dog's being weird. Yeah, you are. Uh-huh. You're being weird. What, you want more attention? Jeez. You want even more attention. Come here. Come here. Come here. Ooh, come here. Come here. There you go. Hi, Hot Dog. How's it going? And yes, my dog wants attention. She wants attention. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Ah! You're sitting on my headphone cord. There you go. Hi. Okay. How's it going, Hot Corn Dog? Right now, we have every Shadow Pokemon. Let's see. I am currently wanting to get a TM for Gramble, so that's what I'm doing right now. Like 2 streams ago, chat said that, you know, we're gonna go after Ho-Oh at some point, so we'll be doing that eventually. Let's watch some Mortal Kombat videos. Like, what kind of Mortal Kombat videos? Like infinite combo stuff, Mortal Kombat lore stuff, Like, what are we talking about? By the way, I have never played a Mortal Kombat game. Right, Molly? I'm not too much into the fighting game genre. There's a part of me that kind of wants to try, but there's a part of me that wants to play more, try more fighting games, but the other part of me is like, I'm never gonna get that into it, so. Gameplay videos. Not a game, it doesn't do lore combo videos. It just does a lot of walkthroughs of horror and fighting games. Okay, a walkthrough type of video. Okay. Interesting. By the way, while you are here, I'm pretty sure you only got a few minutes, but so we gotta transfer the Heracross over eventually, right? But I forgot that I didn't give this Heracross a nickname. So I need ideas for a nickname for this female Heracross. Got any suggestions? I will note them down. But because I would have to make sure the nickname is. I have to do it in Colosseum because that's where I caught it. Terrible fighting games, but you have fun playing them. It's terrible buttons. Yeah, part of me was kind of getting a little bit used to fighting game when I was playing JoJo for a little bit, but I'm still not that great. Nor do I have that much interest. But yeah, we're getting close to the point where we could transfer the Heracross over to Ruby. And Emerald. Starting with Emerald first. Oh, that Azumarill needs to go. You need to go. You need to get out of here. I'm not dealing with this double team BS. You got a Noctowl. Okay, Earthquake is out of the question. Oh, no. That's your strat is just double teams. Okay. Wait. No, Pelipper's water flying. For some reason, I'm like, wait a minute. Is Pelipper normal? No. Water flying. I am one of those rare people that would care to play fighting games for the plot, kind of. That's not entirely true, but if there's like interesting single player mode, I'm more interested. Oh, this Noctowl is gonna be annoying. Okay. Psychic didn't do much. I didn't mean to hit Earthquake. Dang it. I didn't know it was hovering over Earthquake. Well, that helps. I didn't even know it was hovering over Earthquake. Alright. Return. There we go. Well, got him down with Psychic. Alright, final round. Will I get the TM that I want? Probably not. It's probably going to be like the 4th run through to get the TM I want. What Pokemon do you have? Gorbis and Kecleon. Well, one thing I could do... Shadow Ball the Gorbis, Brick Break the Kecleon. Then what we could do is we can Psychic the Kecleon when it's a fighting type. You know, I don't think I've ever actually used a Gorbis or a Huntail in a main playthrough. I don't know how good they actually are. Part of it is you have to trade for them, so that's a little bit, that's something not everyone can actually use. Alright, let's just get the Kecleon out of here. We'll try to go after Gorbis. Let's take a look at Gorbis. What do you got? What are your stats? Defense at 105, special attack at 114. You know what? That ain't bad. Although the HP being 55 kind of makes the defense not as good as you think it is. But special attack at 114 is not bad. Speed at 52. That's not good. Okay. Let's get Gorbis out of here and go for return. Well, Huntail. Huntail. Attack at 104, defense at 105. Speed at 52, HP 55. Okay. So Gorbis is a better special attacker than Huntail is as a physical attacker. You know, in Gen 4 or Gen 3, Gorbis is probably the better Pokemon. Without looking at moves or anything. Actually, let's Psychic the Vileplume, Brick Break the Sharpedo. There we go. I bet Huntail gets better with the physical special split, though. Mrs. Buttersworth. I don't even think I could get that whole thing in that. I think I only have 8 letters to work with. I'll jot it down, but I don't think I have that much to work with. Butterroth. Okay. Keep thinking. It's whatever. It's whatever. It's not a big deal, but we do need a nickname. Sharpedo. Okay, let's get Ampharos out here. Or Worth, okay. Or rewrite that. There we go. Thunderbolts. Alright, that's the end of this tournament. This Colosseum. Do I get the TM I want? Probably not. It's probably the 4th round. Or the 4th time through. Because that's where they give you all the good ones. Let's see what we get. I'm the champ. Got some money, and we got TM37. That, I don't think that's it. I'm pretty sure that isn't. What is it, though? 37. Sandstorm. Not what I'm looking for. But yeah, this is the Heracross that we're using. Oh, it has guts. Okay. Although Moxie is a hidden ability, we can't get that. Not until we could get to like Gen 8 or something. Gen 8 or 9. Yeah. Yeah, this is the Heracross that we're gonna be using, so jolly nature. Just keep that in mind. Back into the Under Colosseum because I want a TM. You know, best Pokemon players, so you never use moves that don't do damage, increases damage, or heals. Hi, Act, how's it going? I used to be that player, Hot Corn Dog, and then I, you know, started getting a little bit better. So I will use moves that, like, that will do those things, like Thunder Wave or something. I'm doing good, Act. So, I'm gonna bring this up, Act, because, I already brought it up with Hot Corn Dog. We need a nickname for my female Heracross. If you have any ideas, pop it in chat. I'll take some notes. Earthquake. I have to change the nickname in Colosseum because that's where I caught the Heracross. Get out here, Anorith. Alright. But yeah, I did finish Ruby. I did actually beat the game. Oh, I gotta stop bumping. Freaking. So we're pretty much ready to transfer everything over and start working on like Ruby and Emerald. It is a female Heracross with a jolly nature, if that matters. Yeah, any ideas? I'll jot the notes down. Oh, by the way, I think you only have 8 letters to work with. I think that's something we would have to look into when we actually do it. Change the nickname. Actually, you might have less than that. Actually, you might have less than that. We'll see. When I get the when I get the opportunity, I'll check the name rater and see how many layers we can use. But for right now, my other friend, who's working on Scyther, has now beaten XD and has transferred over to his copy of Emerald. And he's saying, me and my friend need to meet up so we can do berry blending to get Pokeblocks made. So to get that, to get the contests prepped up and ready to go. Because you only get one shot at that, I think, for the contest stats. Call her horny? I mean, okay. That is a option. By the way, I don't know. In Gen 4, when they added some Pokemon get gender differences, and Heracross has the heart horn, if that matters. Or the horn at the tip of the horn is shaped like a heart. That won't reflect in the Gen 3 version though. But you know, going forward it will. Shadow Pokemon would be cool to have, I admit. Well, I have them all, tough. You ain't getting them. I have all the Shadow Pokemon. Oh, this guy has beef with me. We don't get to see Lady Venus anymore. That's too bad. That's too bad. Sorry. Change that. Oh no, we're both hit by Intimidate. Now we're on an even playing field. I should have targeted Grumpig as well. Scramble. Oh no, I fell for the taunt. That did not deal that much damage. I'm thinking Shadow Ball, and then we'll Earthquake. Although Grumpig's confused. Not Grumpig. Granbull's confused right now. Volbeat. Come on, can we get the Earthquake off? Yes. Perfect. Yeah, that's fine. It's just we get Grumpig out of here. Grumpig's a big old grump. Shadow Ball and return. Yeah, so I'm not gonna talk too much about Fire Emblem Engage right now, but something I'm gonna bring up that, you know, Hot Corn Dog was there. I think I figured out the secret of why Fire Emblem Engage was made. Hot Corn Dog kind of understands act. I don't want to say too much more because I know you don't want to be spoiled, but like, I think yes, but not for Fire Emblem Engage though. No, the plot, it's not about Fire Emblem Engage making money. That's not what it's about. It's to get more money for heroes. That's the reason why this game was made. Heroes does make them a lot of money, and I want to say more, but I don't want to spoil you on potential. Get to playing Engage so I can talk about this. Can't wait to be hit with Heroes 2 once the 26th title comes out. Pretty much. Weekends need to come faster. Also, didn't you say you might consider doing maybe some weekday streams? There's not enough days in the weekend. That is true. Next 2 weeks are really busy. Ah, okay. It is what it is. Okay, we'll Psychic the Ariados, and then we'll Earthquake. Oh man, Typhlosion would be nice right now. What are you doing? Oh good, we got Earthquake. Okay, what's last? What's the last one to deal with? And what chapter are you on again in Radiant Dawn? Shadow Ball. You finished chapter 9, okay. I am on chapter 11, I think. That's where I ended off yesterday. So, like, when, you know, playing through Thracia, it takes me like 3 streams just to beat one map. And now that I'm playing Engage, that might just be a Thracia thing. Can I swap out now? Or is... Yeah, I figured. I think I'm stuck here. Yeah, that might just be a Thracia thing. Because I'm doing, like... I mean, it's early on, so it'll probably get a lot... Maybe it'll get a lot harder, but... I'm getting at least like 2 chapters like per stream, or at least 2 maps, because sometimes a paralog is involved. So yeah, that might just be a Thracia thing. And, you know, genealogy. Genealogy's, like, whole thing is that each map is basically the equivalent of 4 normal chapters, so... Yeah, that's why I can't swap out a Sand Tomb. Well, since Gramble cannot escape, let's swap to Typhlosion. Oh, I should have probably gone with Brick Break. Would have at least done neutral damage. Maps are so long, it can take 3 streams to beat 1. Yeah, in Genealogy, for sure, it takes 3 or 4 streams just to finish 1 map. Thracia, the maps are just that annoying that it takes 3 streams just to beat 1 map. At least for me, anyway. Well, I'll get Ampharos out here, I don't know. Although I did end up having to use a time crystal. You remember. You forgot the chapter, but I was stumped. Like, almost every map in Thracia took me like 3 streams just to beat. Alright, what do we get? Is it the TM I want? TM36. I don't think it is. What am I doing? What is TM36? Sludge Bomb. Not what I need. I find it hilarious that really just kind of teleported right behind me. Alright, we're going back in. That's not the TM I'm looking for. It makes me wonder, like, the idea of games getting easier as more and more games come out, right? Be it Fire Emblem, be it Pokemon. And it makes me wonder what the reason is. Is it a game design decision, or is there like, oh, this mechanic makes it easier? Just overall. And if we were to use Pokemon as an example, because, you know, I'm playing that right now. Poison. Okay. Earthquake. So I pointed out many times during this stream that playing Gen 3, a lot of trainers will give their Pokemon TMs and stuff like that. So it throws you off, whereas modern games wouldn't do that. Even when I was playing through Ruby, normal trainers had Pokemon with TMs. So that automatically makes it a little bit harder. And I don't know when they dropped that. I want to say Gen 6, but I'm not fully sure. But one thing that was added that probably has an effect, I'm just not sure how much. And I'm not saying this is a good or a bad decision. In Gen 5, they changed how you gain EXP. In Gen 5, what they did was, if the Pokemon is at a higher level than you, you gain more EXP from that fight. But if you're at a higher level than the opponent, you gain less EXP. You're saying mass appeal. The easier a game, the more likely someone will choose to play it. It's not always to get people into the whole series, but getting them started from the game. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, they'll make a game as a good jumping point, but they'll stay at that difficulty. Right? Well, yeah, Gen 5 added that changed how the EXP system works. So you can argue there's less grinding, at least for the main plot. Because when I was playing Ruby, I was spending a little bit of time doing some level grinding. And you've seen, I did Mount Battle a few times and how little EXP I was actually getting. Let's get my choke out of here. But I'm wondering, how much does that EXP change actually make the game easier? It saves on grinding for sure. But does that by itself make the rest of the series easier? It can't just be that. So like, in Fire Emblem's case, Thracia is... Okay, the hardest Fire Emblem games are considered Thracia and Radiant Dawn, right? Although Radiant Dawn, is the game actually hard, or did people just pick the wrong difficulty because the game lies to you? And so it's harder than what you think it is. Because remember, in Radiant Dawn, you pick normal mode, you actually picked hard mode. So... if you actually pick the correct difficulty that you're going into, is Radiant Dawn actually one of the hardest ones? If we were to ignore the game tricking you? But either way, so... Let's say Thracia is like the hardest game, right? Let's just say that. It was definitely a high point. And then moving on to 6 through 9. What makes those games easier? You know what I mean? I wouldn't necessarily... Okay. We know that... we know that Sacred Stones is considered one of the easiest, so, I think maybe we need to, talk about why Thracia is considered one of the difficult games. And why they didn't make those decisions again. Honestly, Thracia's difficulty isn't that bad. What makes Thracia difficult is that they put you in situations where if you want to get the extra thing, whether it's a better item or a new recruit, you need to do the hard thing. And maybe ever since like 6 onwards, they kind of didn't do that again. And that would automatically make the game easier. Okay, here's a question then. Sacred Stones is definitely the easiest here, simply because the Sacros being insanely high compared to other games. That's probably a good reason. You have the ability to grind. I know it's not the first game to do that, but you do have the ability to grind. But even the last time I played, when I didn't do that, except for I did that with the recruit characters, but only to get them to the first point. But even when I didn't do that, it was still pretty easy the last time I played it. Actually, let's just prioritize Swallow. Sure, Jump Bluff will be fine, but... So, do you think high stat growth is a factor on whether a game's easier or not? For Fire Emblem's case? And I guess in Pokemon's case, you can maybe make the argument that as the games go on, because each Pokemon gets a wider variety of moves to choose from, that makes it easier, but I wouldn't think that by itself makes the games easier. It's that the enemies don't get to take advantage of it as well. Like I just said, like Gen 3, they take advantage of TMs, but current games they don't. If they did, you know, the even playing field. You gotta go? Alright, see you later, Hawthorne Dog. I know you haven't played too many Fire Emblem games, Act, but you have played some of the harder ones, and I think maybe some of the easier ones. Well, maybe not easier ones, but you played some normal difficulty ones. You got any thoughts on difficulty getting easier over time? I guess another thought is, I don't know if you can answer this, Act, but is, like, Fire Emblem, let's just say 7, because let's just use 7 as an example. Is 7 easier or harder or around the same as Awakening? Because Awakening was the, you know, the popular one that got Fire Emblem, you know, popular. Like, actually popular. And you, one can maybe make the argument that Awakening might have been the start of the game's getting easier. I don't know if that's the case, but... Because it makes me wonder if it's like certain mechanics make it easier, or is it just like a general like game design thing, or it's like, no, we just generally made the enemies like the enemy AI or map design not that difficult. Something to think about. I will say this though about Awakening. I have not tried Lunatic, but from what I heard about those, like, it's hard for the wrong reasons. They just give enemies like broken abilities that you can never get. And that's not fun. I think that's hard for the wrong reasons. Whereas I think Thracia is it's a hard game, but for more of the right reasons, I guess. I don't know. Also, I am talking as someone who has only played on normal difficulty. Or whatever the default is. I just use normal difficulty as that's the baseline for any game developer. Like, that's the baseline you want the difficulty to be. And then you make easy or hard, and you just tweak stuff when you make those difficulties. Okay, try this again. One more of those. Got takedown, Grambles. Wow, got a crit. Okay, fine. Let's throw in Espeon. I don't want to deal with confusion right now. More Sludge Bomb. I'll just use... Yeah, I'll continue to use Psychic. I was gonna say, is Espeon slower? But it makes sense, you know, Mischievous is... Nice. Level 69. Yeah, like, 10 levels higher than Espeon, makes sense. Finally got through. That was the last one? Yeah, okay. Do I get the TM that I want? Let's see. TM 30. Is that it? That is it! Shadow Ball. Let's give that to Granbull. Apparently I could have gotten this in the story, but I was dumb. Alright. Get rid of Scary Face. And Granbull setup. Alright. I don't need to do more of that. Let me check the name raider. I think the name raider's up here. I just want to see how many letters we got. I think the name raider's in the daycare. It'd be you. Yeah, you are the name raider. Alright. Let's just pick Mischievous. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it looks like you have 10 letters to work with. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, you have 10 letters to work with. Okay, that's more than I thought. Come on, game. Alright. More letters than I thought. But still. I think the name for West, like, and really, you get a lot less to work with. Yes, really, get locked up there. I'm leaving you behind. Nice. Hold on a minute. Technically, you... With Butterworth's, you could make that work. You would have to get rid of one letter, though. But that could work. How many Poke Coupons do I have? Because I want to get... I still need Ice Beam. 4,000. How many Poke Coupons do I have? Alright. How about instead of starting the Shadow Pokemon stuff today, let's at least try the last couple rounds of Mount Battle. Area 9 and Area 10. Normally I would do this for later, but I do want to try to get some more Poke Coupons. Even if I don't get everything that I need, I'll be okay with that, because when we do Shadow Pokemon, we'll just start from Area 1 and just move on until, like, and try to boost up the Shadow Gauge as much as possible. Maybe I'll give Mischievous one more level, and then I'll just work on other rounds. This isn't necessarily a grinding session right now. This is just... I want to get some more Poke Coupons. We'll do the last couple areas. Or try to, anyway. I do want to try to get Quagsire Ice Beam. Psychic. No. We'll Psychic the Zangoose. Now we can Earthquake. That was Crush Claw. Okay. That was a lot of damage. I think Girafarig's still yeah, I think Girafarig has 1 HP left. Dodrio. Well, let's just get Girafarig out of here. Quagsire's still in the game. With 2 HP left. Try attack. There you go. Bye, Quagsire. Ampharos. Psychic, Thunderbolt. Bye, Dodrio. Get out of here. Alright. You know what? I'm going to swap Mischievous out. Yeah. Mischievous is at a very high level. And we get to keep it at that number if I swap out now. That means I can't use Earthquake as much anymore, though. Press the wrong button. Breloom and Sharpedo. Well... Quagsire ain't gonna make it far. Thunderbolt, the Sharpedo, and I don't know. Breloom ain't gonna. Quagsire ain't gonna last that long. Dynamic Punch. Wow. But we got confused out of that. Camerupt. Oh, this is where Surf would be nice. If I was using it. I couldn't have predicted that. I guess we'll Thunderbolt the Breloom, I guess. Dynamic Punch! Nope. It missed. Of course, you hit yourself. Quagsire, you're supposed to be better than that. Alright. Well, Breloom is definitely not making it out of this. Now the real question is, will Quagsire snap out of confusion? Or just not hit himself? There we go, we got Surf. Fortress, okay damage. Camera Up is not even a 2-hit KO. Well, he did use Amnesia. That's fair. Do that again, Camera Up, please. Rock Slide. Well, I can't do anything. I guess we'll Light Screen, because Ampharos can't do anything. Oh, good. We can stop hitting ourselves. Get out of here, Camera. I don't think finishing area 9 and 10 will be enough to get Ice Beam, but the extra Poke Coupons will help. Thunderbolt the Bayonet, and I guess I'm surfing. If I wanted to Earthquake, I would have to swap in Mr. This. But light electric types do not resist water. So it works out anyway. Do you think steel types could be weak to water? Because it would eventually rust, right? So you could have played that up, but no, steel is not weak to water. If they were to never change that though, you could easily get away with like a water move that specifically is super effective against steel types. I could see that. Kind of like how we had Scald. Well, not Scald. Freeze Dry. Freeze Dry is an ice move that specifically is super effective against water types. Scald is a water type move that has the chance of hurting. Well then. Ampharos, yeah, you're not going to be helping out as much. We'll surf again, I guess. Magneton is just constantly trying and attacking. Can't use Thunderbolt on Quagsire. But you can Thunderbolt Ampharos. But you chose not to. Okay. What, 2 more surfs? I can't Thunderbolt. Well, it is what it is. Maybe even 3 more serves. Or 2 more from now, yeah. Magnitude 8. Ampharos is still alive. Not Quagsire, though. Okay, let's throw in, like, Espeon or something. Alright, Ampharos just exist. That's all you need to do. So when I was playing through Ruby, and I was level grinded before the Elite Four, I was looking like, you know what will make this go faster? The Lucky Egg. Where is that? Only to find out, you can't get the Lucky Egg in Ruby. You have to trade from either Fire Red, Leaf Green, or Pokemon XD, I believe. Not Colosseum, XD. Well, that's annoying. I was honestly thinking of just using a cheat code to just add it in so I can use it, but I ended up not doing that. And you know what? I'm throwing in Mischievous in here so I can Earthquake safely. I want that Raichu out of here. Probably swap back, though. Get out of here, Raichu. I didn't end up putting the Lucky Egg in. I mean, there was no reason not to, but I just didn't anyway. Okay, we're just gonna continue to spam Earthquake. One other thing I need to think of now is that I need to think of a team to bring into the Battle Tower in Ruby. I'm not sure what to use. I mean, Heracross, obviously, but what would be 2 other Pokemon that would be useful? Don't know. Might have to EV train those guys, too. Maybe. Maybe even get one of a good nature. So I was trying to attack Lombre with Shadow Ball. Now we'll Surf. This is why Ice Beam would be useful. To get rid of Altaria. Come on, Mistress. Fine. So at least put Altaria to sleep. I did have Altaria in my Ruby team when I played it just now, and it wasn't really helping. I do remember using Altaria in Omega Ruby, and Altaria was helping a lot, but maybe that was due to Mega Evolution and Fairy typing. Or fairy-type moves and stuff like that. But Altaria was not helping all that much, even with Dragon Dance. Altaria just doesn't have the attacking stats, even though it has some good attacking moves. It's meant to be a tank of some sort, or a wall. I just needed... What did you say? Oh, you've forgotten your headband. Okay. Earthquake would be better here. I don't have to use it. Ampharos has got this. Here we go. Again, I could have used Earthquake, but Ampharos would just faint. That's not going to be helpful for me. Focus energy. Okay, okay. I see what you're doing. Too bad you only get one time to use it. Beam. Okay. Does my speed get reduced? Nope. Actually, is that what Aurora Beam does? Lower speed? No, I'm thinking of like Powder Snow. What does Aurora Beam do? Isn't it like lower... It's like... It has the ability to lower something. Now that I'm thinking back to the idea of Pokemon games getting easier, right? Part of me was just thinking that, for one, obviously, if you just give the trainers, be able to have them use TMs as well, that would make it hard. But I feel like that might not change everything. It would definitely change, like, the gym fights and stuff like that. But I feel, now that I'm thinking about it, ever since, like, Gen 6... the trainers have just gotten to use less and less Pokemon. Like at Gen 9, the majority of the trainers only have 1 or 2 Pokemon. I've seen one normal trainer that had 3. But in general, they only have 2 Pokemon, so it's like, even if it was challenging, we're still talking about 2 Pokemon when you most likely have a full team of 6. Not really that hard. Unless they were over-leveled or something. So maybe that in combination with everything else. Well, let's try to put Blossom to sleep. This is where Ice Beam would be nice. That's why I'm doing this. Get Quagsire Ice Beam. That being said, when we do go through Mount Battle with Heracross, one of my main team needs to be swapped out. I'm not sure which one, though. I'm not sure which one is the best one to take out. Alright. Alright, well, Quagsire, you're better off swapping out. It's not safe. Oh, Earthquake. Oh, it's definitely not safe. Joke's on you, Miltank. You're not strong enough. Do I want to deal with another Earthquake? Or do I want to... You know what? I don't want to deal with another Earthquake. We'll Flame Wheel this. And we'll target whatever's coming out next. I do love how the Z's were still on they were still where Blossom was. Alright. Well, I guess we'll... No, you know what? I'm gonna Light Screen and Flame Wheel Blossom. Thunder. Nope. Thunderbolts. Just doing 2 Flame Wheels will be faster. Besides, we got Thunderbolt going. Oh no, static. Not that matters. My Ampharos is better than your Ampharos. You've done way more training than me? Okay. We'll see about that, Doran. Oh no, flying types. I wonder how they'll handle against my electric type. And Quagsire. If Quagsire had Ice Beam, this would be very bad for you. But luckily for you, Dorn, he doesn't. Bye, Skarmory. Get out of here. Shift Tree. Okay, now we got something. Now we got a problem. Still Thunderbolt. Yawn the Shift Tree. Oh, it's so boring. Oh, it's getting harder. Watch out, Shift Tree's getting hard. What's your last one, Dorn? I have not named the Heracross yet. We're just doing some Mount Battle so I can get Poke Coupons. By the way, I went to the Name Raider, and let's get Typhlosion in here. You can use 10 letters. I'm not sure if we'll end up naming the Heracross today, but I definitely want some ideas. Okay, I'll put that as another separate option. That is a separate option. Wait, who's left here? Shift tree? Okay, well, Espeon could use some of the experience. Flame wheel and I don't know, reflect. Yeah, I'm just trying to get some Poke Coupons. I want to try to get Ice Beam, although I don't think I'll get enough just from doing the last two. But getting the extra Poke Coupons would help. So when I do work on the Shadow Pokemon, I'll probably be able to get enough to get Ice Beam. Yeah, when we use the Heracross, when we have to go through Mount Battle, I will have to swap out one of these 6 members, and I'm not sure which one yet, but we'll worry about that later. Oh no, Weezing and Muck. Earthquake will really only help against Muck right now, so let's just, I don't know, Surf. Man, Ice Beam would sure be nice right now, Altaria. Although I have Thunderbolt, but that'll only help so much. Yeah, you know what? Muck, you go to sleep. I don't want to deal with you right now. But do you have any thoughts about Fire Emblem games getting easier as they go along, or have you not played enough to really give a full opinion? And even if you haven't, just like, I don't know, just a general idea. Continue that conversation. This is just Mount Battle, so not much is really happening. Oh no, Perish Song. That's annoying. Okay, Surf was a good move. Well, I guess we'll just Thunderbolt the Muck. Oh no, Perish Song. Easier means more people can get into it. Right. I think it's more of like... Didn't they do something like that with fighting games? I feel like we might need to define easy. Make combos easier to execute. Yes, it's... Okay. Maybe there's like 2 different types of easy that we might need to, differ between. There's easier to jump into, whether it's easier or there's just fun mechanics or what have you. And then there's just mindlessly easy, where it's not really trying much of anything to challenge you. It just exists to exist. Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remix. Yes, obviously if you, like, start someone off on, say, Thracia, they probably wouldn't want to continue. But, like, if someone started with Genealogy of the Holy War, I don't think they would quit. Like, sure, it'd be at least a little bit of a challenge, but not enough to rage quit, just enough to make you use your brain. But maybe that's not, maybe that's not the best first game to start with. Maybe the first game to start with is 7 or, what was it, Blazing Blade or Awakening. I don't know. But I do feel like there's almost 2 different types of games getting easier that we're talking about. Yeah. A Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I'm sorry, but like, that game was brain dead easy. Like, no thought needs to be put into it whatsoever. I wouldn't say Scarlet and Violet comes close to that too. The only reason it doesn't is because I easily just ran into things out of order when I'm not supposed to go to certain areas. It's just like, oh, I found the 8th gym when I need to do gym 6. Oops. Not really hard, I just found it in the wrong order. Like I said, I think Thracia by itself is not the hardest game. It's when you want to do the extra stuff in a map, that's when they throw in the harder challenges. A good example of that would be recruiting, it was one of the late chapters, I think it was Xavier, where you had to not only rescue the hostages, you had to make sure the hostages talk to their family members. And then you have to make sure that those some of the family members don't kill off some of the other ones before the hostage talks to them. If you weren't doing that, the map wouldn't be that hard. Yeah. Also, easier could mean just like there's just more options to work with. Not just like the game's... It's not that the game's easier by design in terms of like, oh, we lowered the amount of enemies you fight, or we lowered the stat totals of the enemies. It could just be like, just adding like more variety, like Pokemon. Let's use Pokemon. As the games go on, each Pokemon ends up getting more of a bigger and bigger variety of moves. That by itself technically makes the game easier on paper, but it wouldn't normally if the enemies could use TMs too. If modern Pokemon had the enemies have TMs too, just as much as you do, then that aspect wouldn't be an issue. But because they don't, and you have TMs and they don't, that automatically makes the game easier too. Molly, what are you doing? What are you doing? Okay. Newer FA games do give you the option to choose difficulties. Matting is just stupid though. Yes. I am talking about whatever the baseline difficulty is. So obviously earlier games don't really have a hard mode, but like, how I view it is when you're making a game, you make your baseline being normal, most likely, and then you mess with the map and the enemies a little bit to make it easier or harder for whatever the new difficulty level is. So that's how I'm viewing it. Normal is the baseline difficulty when you're designing the game. And as I brought up earlier, I think Thracia is hard for the right reasons, whereas maddening mode in more recent games like Awakening are hard for the wrong reasons. What are you doing? Come here. Like I said, Thracia is hard because if you want to do the extra stuff to try to get a new recruit or get a cool weapon, they put you in a situation where the situation is hard, but the game itself, overall, if you weren't doing all of that, it's not that bad. Molly, hey. Yeah, I know. I know you want attention. But Awakening, on the other hand, what they do is the enemies are just given broken skills. Skills that you cannot get, or just upgrades to existing ones. Where it's like, oh, Vantage works instead of 50 HP or 50% or under, it's now 80% or under. It's just like, oh, thanks, game. You know, you're making it hard for the wrong reasons, I think. Oh, Quagsire ain't gonna make it much longer. I do think you can make a game easier while still making you use your brain. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say playing FE Engage is brain dead easy. I wouldn't say that. But I haven't really felt too much difficulty yet. Where the game, like, obviously I'm planning out my moves, obviously, but I'm not like really planning it out like I was with Thracia. Really, you're swapping Ludicolo. Interesting. There's part of me that's trying to think of other examples, but I can't think of anything at the moment. I do feel like I was putting more brain power in genealogy than I am in more recent games, at least on the baseline difficulty. And I wouldn't necessarily say genealogy is a hard game. I can easily see someone suggesting genealogy as their first Fire Emblem game and not being stuck too much. I don't know. Okay, yeah, we'll target the Vile Plume, but Act, I have a question. Well, actually, I don't know if you have played Awakening, but would you say Fire Emblem 7 is easier than Awakening? Or would you say Awakening is easier than 7? But I don't know if you've played Awakening to really give an answer to that. Obviously, you haven't played Awakening? Okay, that, too soon. Oh, wrong person. Oh, well. And I haven't played 6, but I hear 6 is not the it's not the easiest game, but it's definitely easier, I think. But everyone, including me, has thrown out that Sacred Stones is probably the easiest Fire Emblem game, that's for sure. I'm just giving my dog pets. She wants attention. No, okay, no, that's enough. That's enough. Nope. Nope. Stop. Stop. Down. 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 Okay. I guess we'll target Ludicolo. Because I'm wondering if it's not a single design decision. It might just be a combination of multiple things. But I'm not... It's like, it could easily be like a big analysis thing. You could definitely make it into. Quagsire is just unfazed about about Ludicolo's uproar. Bye, Quagsire. Now I can safely throw in Typhlosion. Oh no, light screen wore off. Whatever shall I do? Let's throw it back on because Ampharos is not the MVP here. I don't know, Cotton's 4, Flame Wheel. Should be good enough. Again, if you got any more ideas for nicknames, throw them out there. Put them down in some notes. Nicknames for a female Heracross. We got through. We are on Area 10. The final set. We got... how many Pokecoupons? 1,000. Guess we will continue on. How many Pokecoupons do I have? I currently have 2,200. You know what? I want to swap Ampharos with Typhlosion. And you know what? Let's give Espeon some experience. I want Typhlosion to get Flamethrower. Gets that at level 60. Alright, Area 10. Rock ground types. Totally a good time to swap Typhlosion in. Rock, ground, and water. Oh yeah, this is the This is perfect. Well, let's just go after Golem, I guess. Like, you brought up fighting games being easier over time by making combos easier to execute. I feel that's an example of, you know, making the game easier to play, but that doesn't make the game... You could still make the game difficult. Like, I don't think the game difficulty is easier, it's just jumping into it is easier. If that makes sense. And that's a good way to do it. Like... Very hard to do. Very difficult to articulate, I guess. I guess we'll flame wheel the... I just realized I took down 2 Pokemon. What happened there? I don't even remember what the second one was. Golem got taken out by Psychic. I don't even know what the other one was. Oh, I missed. Not even a water move, okay. Like, a good example, I guess, for fighting games recently is I jumped into JoJo, right? And from what I understand, the combos are, the gameplay is a lot easier, there's more combos to do, and they're easier to pull off. But that doesn't mean the main campaign, quote unquote, it's easier. The game is like there were some fights that I had a lot of trouble with. It's just easier. It's easier to do combos, but that doesn't mean the game itself is easier. I think that's a good way of doing difficulty, making it easier for new people to pop in, but not making it brain dead easy for existing people. Now, when we're talking online multi-battles, that's a whole different conversation. That and Swallow. We got Espeon out here. I'll have Espeon go after Golbat. Because I know Golbat can, What are you doing? Sorry about sorry about that. Ah, corn dog. I just got back too. So one of my cats was like scraping my door, and then I ended up taking Molly outside. So I got the TM from the Colosseum, and I'm doing the last few areas of Mount Battle just so I could get some extra Poke Coupons to try to get some Ice Beam. I haven't nicknamed the Heracross yet. Still kind of looking for names. That being said, I looked at the name rater. You can use 10 letters. Now, you can do Buttersworth, but you would have to get rid of one letter. But it can work. Alright, let's see if Espeon can take out Tentacruel. There we go. Espeon too good. How much more to the 100th? We are on battle number 93. 100%. Okay, till I 100% the game. Pokémon Colosseum specifically. Depends on what we're doing. If we're just caring about getting Ho-Oh and nothing else, we gotta purify all the Shadow Pokemon. All of them. All 48. We have only done 12 of them. We gotta purify the rest. How about we just target the Kadabra? And that's just for Colosseum. Then once we purify all 48 Shadow Pokemon, we then we have to go through Mount Battle again. But not in story mode, though. We have to do it in, like, the battle section, where it's just like battle now. And then once you go through all Mount Battle again there, you get Ho-Oh. We'll do that eventually. They're all purified the same ways. You just need to lower that bar, that shadow meter, whether it's through battle, walking around, or using incense. Just get that bar down to, basically down to 0, then go to Relic Forest. And we finally got Flamethrower. Technically, if we wanted to count it, I could get the rest of the TMs. We would have to do the other Colosseum stuff. We gotta do Fennec, I think one more under Colosseum. But we don't really need to. There's no... The only reason to do those is to get TMs. Flamethrower. You say 48's a lot. When we do XD, there's more. There's more than 48. Luckily, though, with XD, there's a faster way to purify things, but we'll get there when we get there. Lunatone. You know what? Let's throw in Granbull. Because Granbull has Shadow Ball. He also has Brick Break, but, you know, we're gonna use Shadow Ball. Psychic, I guess, I don't know. Either way, it's not really... Either move is not really that helpful. But yeah, Hot Corn Dog. Kind of going back to the games getting easier topic. I know you played most, if not all, the Fire Emblem games, right? So, if you have played these games, what would you say is easier? Fire Emblem 7 or Awakening? I think the only ones you haven't actually played is the ones on the Switch, correct? Or am I misremembering? Because I know FE7 is considered pretty easy, but not Sacred Stone's easy. Just kind of want a general idea of what might be considered easier. I can think of some mechanics in Awakening that would make it easy, but I don't know if that makes it easier than a 7. It's just some thoughts. Again, going through Mount Battle. Gotta have the discussion somehow. 7's pretty easy. You find it enjoyable because the maps aren't too bad. So you're saying FE7 has some, not challenging maps, but has some maps that makes you use your brain later on. What about Awakening if you've played it? I'm using those two as an example because the two hard games are Thracia and Radiant Dawn. So, and as a way to overcorrect, I would say, you know, 7 would be a good one, and Awakening to compare to. Obviously, though, if we want the full overcorrection, we want Sacred Stones, but, yeah. I'm just curious. But you brought up earlier that Sacred Stones might be easier due to stack growths being a lot higher. Well, if the game mechanics makes the game easier, then it's easy to put a mechanic for you to use. Are you referring to the one mechanic in Awakening? I don't want to say too much because Axe here and he has played Awakening, but I think I know which one we're talking about. But also, the game is built around that mechanic. And the enemies can do it too, right? It would be easier if the enemies didn't take advantage of that mechanic as well. Does that make sense? Never played anything after 8. Okay. You beat the first one, 6, 7, 8. First one was janky, not terrible. I still need to actually finish the original Shadow Dragon. I'm like 2 chapters away. What happened was, you know, when I bought it around the time it came out. And at some point, I must have got another game, like, for Christmas or something. Oh, yeah, no. Shadow Dragon came out in, like, December, like, early December. And I played it for a couple weeks, and then Christmas came around. So I got distracted by other games. But I played most of FE1. And, yeah, it's a little jank. But it's like, I view it as the... There's a part of me that tries to view it as when it came out. Try not to compare it too much with modern stuff, because of course it's not going to hold It is definitely a little jank, that's for sure. Did I miss with Flint? Okay, whatever. I can throw Ampharos out here. Okay, since you've played 6, 7, 8, is 7 easier than 6, or is 6 easier than 7, or are they around the same difficulty? Just kind of curious. Core is there, but all the fun stuff was clearly added later. Yeah. You know, FE1 is clearly the first in the series, you know? Molly, no, come on. That's enough. I'm giving you attention, okay? I'm giving you attention. I'm surprised you never booted up something like 4 or 5. I would think you would try those out. Or maybe even 3. I mean, I could understand why one wouldn't have the ability to try out 9 or 10, you know? One, we're talking about the GameCube and the Wii, and 2, we're also talking about prices. Actually, so I already know Path of Radiance is like $300. What's Radiant Dawn at right now? Gotta kill time somehow. You're still surprised that FE6 wasn't localized? At this point, yeah. I understand back then, kind of. But, like, by now, I'm still kind of shocked as you. But I think part of it is that Intelligent Systems just didn't really do that. No. I was gonna say they didn't do too many remakes, but no. Let's be honest, Fire Emblem has a decent amount of remakes. We just didn't get most of it. Explosion! Okay, what's Radiant Dawn at right now? Oh, a complete copy of Radiant Dawn is $135. Yeah. I can see why one would not have the ability to play those 2 games. Officially, anyway. Might not be a bad idea to throw our own Mischievous out here. You were going with self-destruct tactics. Do you think we would get a remake of 6 and 7, like, combo pack sort of thing? Do you think that's a potential in the future? Or do you think that... You know what? It's just one of those things where... Are they gonna do remakes like with Echoes? Or are they gonna do just translations of the original game ROM like they did with with the original Shadow Dragon FE1? Because I don't know anymore. He found 6 to be really difficult due to Roy. Talking to people later on or making sure... making sure he was just right about the right area so he wouldn't get attacked just ahead of everyone in my army. Especially since getting to the secret boss requires fast movement and strategy. Yeah, great to see. So 6 would be harder than 7. Okay. But that might just be due to Roy, for the most part. Just get out of here. Your tactics got graded in E? Honestly, that sounds right for me. I don't do well with the whatever the final rating is, as we saw with Thracia and Genealogy. I would call that first playthrough syndrome, because you have no idea what's up ahead. And just experimenting a lot with trying to figure out with what works and what doesn't. Although, Genealogy would have helped a lot more if I knew about how the arena worked a lot sooner than when I actually found out. For Alligator and Typhlosion. Okay, this is not good. I'll dig on the Typhlosion, but I need to get for Alligator out of here. Oh yeah, that's another reason. Sometimes I would do like arena abuse sometimes. Yeah, that happens. Or like if it's not like an arena abuse, sometimes I would just like, you know, just grind out one character because it's like, oh, I won't be able to kill the boss, but he can't kill me, and I could just heal and work on my healer. Totally gonna take advantage of that. Oh right, that's happening today. I'll probably take a look at on my own after the stream. I wonder if we'll get the elusive Advance Wars release date. I try not to overdo it with arena abuse, but I will boss abuse sometimes. Yeah, let's hope the direct is good. Or at least decent, you know? I have no... I have no, like, expectations going in, so I don't think I can be disappointed. Although, not to say that's not impossible. Molly, no, stop. Hey. I know you're needy. You don't need to just do that. Thunderbolt, and Espeon's out of here. Well, let's throw in Quagsire. I mean, Surf will be enough. I don't need an Earthquake. Flamethrower's got this. Typhlosion is now at his full power. Unless I gave him, like, Fire Blast or something, but... you know, there's the trade-off there. What? Molly, it's okay. It's okay, down. Level battle number 98. We're almost there. Never watched a direct, never been a big Nintendo guy. Only played the Pokemon and Fire Emblem games and Minish Cap. I feel like, I understand not watching Nintendo Direct if you're not going to get that name, but, you know, there's a lot of good games. I'm surprised you only played that Minish Cap and none of the other Zelda games. Okay, we Flamethrower the Sceptile and we Psychic the Blaziken. This is just kind of an easy start. Easy start. And now we gotta deal with Swampert. He's gonna be a problem. I don't have a grass move, and we can't use Thunderbolt. So, oh great, Altaria. Okay, well, I'm gonna wait. He'll probably go with a ground move, but I really need to get Swampert out of here. And if he uses a water move, Sunny Day can stop that or slow it down. Now I wish Typhlosion had Solar Beam. Okay, I'll deal with Altaria later. And there's Earthquake. As I expected. And that's an unfortunate crit. Okay, what do we got? Not Ampharos. You know what? Let's put Granbull out here. I can at least get Intimidate going. They always, especially how you always hit them with the Minish Cap. Minish Cap is the best Zelda game. Well, if that's the only one you played, let's try for this. And then wait for them to say Majora's Mask or Ocarina of Time is the best, of course. I mean, yeah, if Minish Cap is the only one you played, yeah, that'll definitely throw people off. Minish Cap is still one I haven't beaten. Like, I have it on the 3DS, but the farthest I got was the final boss, and I think I didn't win it, I just never went back to it. I don't know why, Minish Cap didn't really hit me that well. What's worse? You had the GBA. I don't have a GBA copy of it. I just have the 3DS Bastard program. That's how I got to play it. Honestly, like, when I was younger, I didn't really get to play that many Zelda games. I had tried, I don't remember which one was my first Zelda game, but either way, it was on the GameCube, and I borrowed it from the same friend. It was either Ocarina of Time, when it was the GameCube collection, or it was Wind Waker. Either way, I didn't make it far. In Ocarina of Time, I made it to the Forest Temple and then stopped for, I think I got stuck on a puzzle or something and I couldn't figure it out. Which, that's decently far in, but... And then in Wind Waker, I also made it to the Forest Temple, the Forest Dungeon. Got stuck somewhere and didn't make it that far, but... Yeah, I didn't own either of them for a while. And those were like... One of those was my first experience with Zelda. When Twilight Princess came out, I rented it. The first I got was the Desert Temple, but that's how long I had to rent it before I had to give it back, sort of thing. I didn't get to actually play through it all the way through until I borrowed a friend's copy of the Wii version, and I played it all the way through it at that point. But the first Zelda game I got to personally own was Phantom Hourglass. One that is considered one of the worst Zelda games. It's okay. Phantom Hourglass is okay. Alright, battle number 99. Crawdon to Magneton. Well, the Crawdon will be kind of annoying, but... we can take out Magneton. Let's try Reflect and see if we can survive something. I will say, my top, like, 3 or 4 Zelda games would be Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, and Link Between Worlds. I would put that in... I would make those my top 4. No. Swords Dance. That's going to be annoying. That's going to be very annoying. Something needs to be done about that, but we also need to get rid of Shedinja, so... yeah, Crawdons. We need to get you out of here. I know I have Mischievous for Shedinja, but like, and technically Gramble with Shadow Ball, but like, if I lose too many Pokemon, we'd lose to Shedinja. Crab Hammer. Guess what? Crab Hammer ain't gonna work. Let's go with... you know what? I'm gonna stall. Because I'm pretty sure he's gonna Crab Hammer Typhlosion again. Bye, Heracross. What's next? Gardevoir. Okay. Yeah, that's gonna be annoying. Rick Break. Well then. Let's just target the Crawdon. Alright. Never played or watched Breath of the Wild. You've seen fan comics and whatnot about it. You don't know much about the plot. Not much to the plot, to be honest. Current headcanon is the timeline is Minish Cap 1 and 2. You're not wrong. You are not wrong about that. That is actually, like, knowing the timeline, yeah, that is not wrong. There's just more to it. Oh, okay. Well, we'll try for Shadow Ball, but we're most likely gonna... Gramble's most likely not gonna make it out. Probably gonna have to get Mischievous in here. I heard the timeline was messy, but has it been fixed? Nope! No, it is not. It is not fixed. I would say Breath of the Wild makes it even more confusing now, because there's aspects of all the potential timelines in there. So it's almost like the creators just, like, stopped caring. Or they never cared in the first place. Yes. Yes, it is. You can thank Ocarina of Time for that one. So, if I'm trying to remember the timeline, I mean, I have the Hyrule Historia to look at, but it's Skyward Sword, Minish Cap, then I think it's 4 Swords. Or it's 4 Swords, then Minish Cap. It's one of those. It's one of those. Okay, wait a minute. We're at Battle 100. I'm going to swap my team around. We're going to start with Mischievous, and we're going to start with Granbull. Those are good starting ones. Let's go up the stairs. Step 1 and 2. No, like, Majora's Mask is directly connected to Ocarina of Time. Like, way more direct. It's the same link, so... Battle 100. But before we move down, there's an item box here. I hope you decided to explore and not move down. But look. It's the third time flute. That's where the final one is. Yep, I hope you decided to look around before going to the final battle. That's where the third and final time flute is. And there's nothing on the other side. Trust me. Welcome. So good of you to come. I'm Somek, the final trainer of Mount Battle. Now show me the results of your training. Don't hold anything back. The final battle! But yeah, then after, I think it's 4 swords, if not it's Minish Cap, but I'm pretty sure it's 4 swords. Then it's Ocarina of Time. And that's where the split timeline thing happens. And the rest of the games are somewhere on one of those timelines. Although one of those timelines, they consider it a Link Die timeline, so it's one of those timelines where I would call it a what if that kind of exists, kind of doesn't at the same time. I don't know. Shadow Ball the Claydol. I think we'll just target Claydol. Dang it. One more level would have got Mischievous there to win. Man, Grand Bull's very slow. But lucky for Mischievous, Mischievous is like 10 levels higher. Okay, we got Crobat. I think we should... Well, Crobat's going to be very trolly. But we really need to get rid of Pinsir. Crobat's going for Shadow Ball. I know it has Confuse Ray. Yeah, Crobat's just going to be annoying. Yeah, Mischievous ain't making it out. Oh, if I just target the same one. Revenge. That ain't good. Bye, Gramble. Okay, I think we should send Typhlosion in. And we get... Well, we'll try to do that, but we'll get Pinsir out of here. I don't want to deal with Earthquake. Bye, Mischievous. We'll get Espeon in here. Not doing the best, but, you know, it is what it is. Get out of here, Pinsir. Gligar. You're gonna have Earthquake. I already know that. This is gonna be a little weird, but yeah, with Ocarina of Time, how that split is, there's the time when you beat Ocarina of Time, you're an adult Link. You're 7 years in the future. When you beat Ganon,
Zelda sends you back in time with the Ocarina of Time so you can relive your child years, the time that you missed. But by doing that, there's now the timeline where the hero defeated Ganon and has now disappeared. Time went on. So there's the adult timeline and there's the child timeline where... Yeah. The adult timeline where Link disappeared, that's where Wind Waker is, that's where Phantom Hourglass is, and that's where Spirit Tracks is. In that order. Okay. Last two. Let's get Gyarados out of here, and we'll... I don't know... Flamethrower? Or Sunny Day, I mean. I just bet it's going for Earthquake. Oh, both are probably going to go for Earthquake. If I have any revives, it might be a good time to get Mischievous. Okay. Let's get Quagsire in here. This is where Ice Beam would be super nice. And there's the Earthquake. Ooh, this is bad. Okay. Please tell me I have revives. I don't have Ice Beam. Do I have... I have a revive. Okay. We're getting Mischievous back up. And we're gonna see if we can get Gyarados out of here. I figure Flygon would be faster, but it's worth a shot. Of course, Quagsire gets crit. Ampharos survives. I might lose this fight. I mean, considering that there's only one dragon type in the game, you could say the same thing why they made a ghost type member. And Gyarados used Dragon Dance. Oh, that's so useful for me. You can say the same thing with Agatha. There's only one ghost type. So she ends up being more of a poison type trainer like Koga. I am going to Paint Split, actually. And I know Earthquake is going to happen again. I'm going to get Gramble back up. That wasn't too much, but it's something. Okay. Gramble is now being able to use Intimidate. I'm gonna assume Flygon's gonna use Earthquake again. So, I am gonna try to troll with Confuse Ray. We are gonna return. I know I'm not, Gramble's not fast enough, but maybe the Intimidate will be enough. Or maybe Confuse Ray? Crunch, okay. Okay, good thing your special ain't that great. Okay. I think we got this. Either Flygon Earthquakes or Crunches. Say about Agatha. You like Gengar, but having 2 or 3 of them doesn't make you a Ghost type Elite Four. Yeah. She has 2 Gengars and Haunter, and then Golbat and Arbok. Again, it's kind of the same thing with Lance. He has 2 Dragonairs and Dragonite. And then Aerodactyl and Gyarados. He's more of a flying type trainer. But we beat Mount Battle. I mean, I cheated it a little bit, but we beat it. I'd like you to have this. We got 1,200 Poke Coupons. But don't be content with this. Don't neglect your training. I mean, why would I not? Yeah, we're gonna teleport. Alright. Go back for more training? Well, we will. I don't have enough Poke Coupons to get Ice Beam. But I only need 600, and that's not bad. There's like 3 gym leaders with a large amount of poison Pokemon. Erica, Koga, and Agatha. It's not cheating if you don't get Right. Okay, with Erica's case, there's not much you could do. Because Gen 1, grass types. Venusaur, Vileplume, Victory Bell. They are all grass poison. The only other grass types are Tangela, which is pure grass, which she does have, and Executor, which is part psychic. So, over half of the grass types are part poison. So, that's kind of unfair for Erica. But we did it. We beat Mount Battle. I don't have enough Poke Coupons for Ice Beam, but we won't worry about that. That being said, the next time we do play Colosseum specifically, we gotta start purifying. We gotta start purifying all this. All of them. And we have 2 Time Flutes. I am thinking of using them on Metagross and Tyranitar, because they are probably going to be one of the harder ones. But we still need a nickname for Heracross. So I think I am going to end it here. Thanks for everyone who showed up. I'm doing these streams Monday, Wednesday, Fridays at noon Pacific time. I'm doing Fire Emblem Engage on Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Pacific time. If you want to see the old streams that are not on Twitch anymore, they're on YouTube at ScottBot64 Stream Archives. I do need a nickname for Heracross. And I think at the end of the stream on Friday, we'll transfer Heracross to Emerald. And the next week we'll start doing that. In the meantime, let's try to come up with a nickname for Heracross. So that's at least 2 days, maybe. That being said, if we don't come up with a nickname, we can still transfer to Emerald. Because we will eventually come back to Colosseum, so that would be another time to nickname it. But, you know, give a few days to sit on it, I guess. Anyway, have a good day. Later.